What's up, guys? TheDevildogGamer here, and today we're coming at you with a blast from the past. This is Command & Conquer Renegade X, which is a free-to-play remake of Command & Conquer Renegade, which is a first-person shooter version of the Command & Conquer series. I know that is an absolute mouthful, but if you played PC at any time back in the day, you probably played the Command & Conquer series, and you probably played Command & Conquer Renegade, which was an awesome first-person shooter take on Command & Conquer. It's the same thing there. You defend your base, you GDI and nod fighting, go in, sabotage each other's base, protect each other's harvesters. There's a lot of really cool stuff, and the nostalgia with this is absolutely amazing. I've been having an absolute blast with this, and it just brings back a ton of memories. These developers have done something awesome. They've taken a game that a lot of us played back in the day and remade it into the modern day, pretty much keeping it as it was almost, minus the graphics and stuff. And it is awesome. If this is how far you're going to watch, down in the description below, the link to download, because I know a lot of you just click out instantly. But Command & Conquer is a nostalgic game in itself. GDI, Nod, Harvesters, Tiberium. It's just, you close your eyes and you can picture it all. Renegade in itself was awesome. Creating the first-person aspect, the single player was amazing. The multiplayer was even better. Going in with just different units, fighting the Nod obelisk and trying to get by that as it just zaps the hell out of everybody. Sneaking in, trying to, sabotage plant charges inside of the enemy's buildings after you've taken out the defenses. It had a lot to offer, and it was such a cool rendition of a RTS game. It was almost perfect, the perfect way to take an FPS game, an RTS game, and make it into an FPS game. It just had so much going for it. And Renegade X captures that essence and just brings it into the modern day with graphics and just, making it run so much better. This is absolutely an awesome project. And I actually played this project in the closed development of it a long ass time ago. It has been around for a while, but a lot of people seem to forget that this actually exists. Which is weird because, a lot of people will be like, oh, the original Command & Conquers, and it's like, dude, Renegade, come on. Like, Renegade was amazing. I don't know, why do people forget about Renegade is beyond me. But this game, Renegade X, just takes it to a whole different level. I mean, the graphics, all the classes are there, capturing, different silos and stuff like that while it's inside, in the main middle point, tons of different maps. It's just crazy, dude. This whole thing is just a nostalgic, amazing game. Like, I cannot stress to you how awesome it is to actually play. You need to play it yourself. It runs fantastically well, and all your favorite vehicles are there, like the mobile artillery, the stealth tank, which everyone in this game calls the stank. The mammoth tank for GDI, the obelisk is there, Hand of Nod is there, trying to sneak in and demolish the buildings, repairing the buildings, so like people can sneak in, plant charges inside. There's different tunnels that go through, you sneak around, plant explosives inside the in the buildings to disable them, because once they're gone, so you lose your vehicle point, and they have to get airdropped in, and you can't get tanks, but you get smaller stuff. People can repair your vehicle for you, so if you want to push in and actually go and try to defend the harvester like I'm doing here, somebody can sit behind you and be like, all right, let me repair it for you. It's almost, it's the way I kind of tell everybody about Renegade, it's like Battlefield, but Command & Conquer version is what it's like. You're not building buildings, but you're maintaining the buildings that are already there. You're not going around. The commander can do some pretty cool stuff. You can do orbital strikes, nuclear strikes too, if you save up enough points. So that is all there to go. You really want to get through the enemy base? Yep, they're going to help you there. They're definitely going to help you there. All the cool special, units are there, like the stealth units, minigun units, the chemical troopers are there too. It has a lot of really cool things in it that I like a lot. There's different pickups that give you extra cash. The movement and everything is a big reminder of like Unreal Tournament. It's very strafey, jumpy and stuff like that, which, for a game of its time, that's basically what you got. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. The flame tank is really awesome. You know, you get your special characters. You can get your airstrikes and your pair tools and things like that, and play different classes and different things like that. If you want to play support, you want to try to sneak in, blow some stuff up, you can. If you want to go after vehicles, they got classes for that. If you want to go after infantry, special classes for that too. It's really cool, to see something like Renegade come back with Renegade X. The developers have been working on this for a very long time. They upkeep it a lot, and it used to be a lot more popular than it is now. But it still has, you can always find a full server to get on, no matter what. You'll always be able to jump on and find a full server. And I really appreciate the dedication of developers to bring something old that, was once you thought was lost, and bring it back and keep it alive in the new age. If you asked me in 2021 if I was going to be playing Renegade, I would have laughed at you, back in the day. I would have thought there would have been something else about it. But there's something else to play, a different Command & Conquer game. But there's something about going back to nostalgic games like this with a little bit of a graphical update that just makes, things so much better. We've had a game drought. There hasn't been really any good games lately. The pandemic, everyone's just been in like severe depression mode lately. Everyone's been disappointed with a lot of things. But going back to something like this and playing it just kind of brings back the nostalgia and that smile, like, oh man, I can't believe I'm playing Renegade, in 2021. That's so awesome, but like, oh, I forgot about this unit. Oh, that's awesome. And hell, even playing this makes me want to download all the old Command & Conquers and play it now. Like, it's just that nostalgia. And the developers have done such an amazing job of bringing this nostalgia and Renegade X back to life and keeping it alive for those that, really do enjoy this. I played the hell out of Renegade, and to see it back and, play it again is just amazing. And I'm sure plenty of you feel the exact same way. Of course, this is Renegade. It's not fair and balanced. There are choke points. You're going to get choke points. One team's going to get stomped on by the other. If one team gets, mammoth tanks before the others, like this scenario. Assaulting bases is super hard. It takes human waves to get shit done. It's just an old school game with an old school way of playing. So if you've never played it before, don't expect balance. But I'm going to say this. If you've never played Renegade, you need to play Renegade X. Like, absolutely. It is just something so cool that so many games just get wrong. And it's so simplistic in its form, but has so much, content that it's really hard not to just appreciate what it is. And just playing it is just amazing. I think there's a few maps that actually have some of the aerial vehicles in it too. There's always a different maps. Most maps seem like they have the Tiberium resource with the harvesters, and then a few tunnels that lead to each other's bases. So you can have like two fronts to fight on. If you're infantry and you don't want to go fight vehicles, you can slip through the caves and stuff like that. But there's just a lot of really cool things that I really enjoy. Just being able to kind of go around and, sneak around, capture the silo in the center, drop explosives inside enemy bases. Just a lot of fun, dude. The nostalgia is awesome with it. And Renegade, I dumped so many hours into it. And this project runs great. It looks great. I mean, if you go back and look at Renegade and the original screenshots and then look at Renegade X, you'll see exactly how much time has passed. And how much work they've done to upgrade it into the new age, into 2021 standards. Because you go back and look at Renegade X Renegade, and you'll be like, dude, I do not remember the graphics being that shit. And everyone says that about pretty much every game from back in the day. But Renegade was special when it came to the graphics, because you're like, oh, you remember it as being amazing. But then you play you see screenshots, and you're like, whoa! And then you go back and play Renegade X, and you're like, okay, well, they did their due diligence. I'll tell you what, this is something awesome. Everybody should at least download it, support them, play it, try it out, give it a shot, because bringing something like this from the past back to life, and supporting it and updating it is amazing. They've done an amazing job. So I'm gonna give you guys a golf clap. developers of Renegade X. You guys have done an amazing job, and it's still around after all these years. It's been around for a while. It's amazing. I really do think it's just a great play. You should at least play it. So everybody give it a download, give it a shot. Remember your past, bring back the nostalgia, and enjoy some Renegade X.
Harvester.